be incredible. Somebody could help you achieve that dream life. I don't know why I did a British accent, but I do want you to ask that question. What if somebody could help you create your dream life? I mean, if there was a means of creating that life for yourself, wouldn't that be something worth investing a little time and money in? I think it probably would, right? And if there was a video that could show you how that was done, wouldn't that be worth spending a few minutes watching, even if that video started with a really poor English accent? Because that is exactly what this video is. We here at DFY Real Estate want to share with you a way for you to create the life of your dreams through real estate investment. This isn't another mundane investment video, and what we share with you isn't your conventional investment advice. In fact, I love this content so much. I'm so excited you're watching this video because we do things differently around here, and you're gonna love it. And if you don't love it, then don't tell my kids because they're proud of me, and I don't want them to feel not proud of me. We are known far and wide for our unique approach to real estate and investments. That reputation, by the way, is not just built on being different. It is also built on experience and results and track record. We act with integrity and value precision. Our approach may be unconventional, but it flat out works. So let me show you just what I'm talking about so you can begin creating the life of your dreams. It all boils down to the kind of action you're taking in your life. And in this video, I'm going to share with you 3 forms of action. And you'll be able to identify pretty quickly what's been holding you back potentially, as well as unlock the magic that can make all the difference as you work to create your dream life. You ready for this? Let's go. Okay, my friends. Now today we are going to talk about 3, yes, count them 3 levels of action taking. Now I know you're thinking, you're like, well, wait a second. I mean, you either take action or you don't, right? Well, that would be the conventional wisdom. We're not a conventional company. What we do is based on track record, right? We know that our clients will fall into one of 3 action categories. We know that you right now currently are falling into one of 3 action categories. Now here's the thing, I'm gonna go through all 3 of them, and there's only one of them that you wanna live in, okay? And you're gonna see why in just a second. So I'm gonna go through today 3 levels of action. Now I love this content. I think it's super applicable to real estate, to your investment portfolio, to living the life of your dreams. It's also super applicable just in general to life, right? Just like in general, to parenting, to being a business person, to work, to whatever. So the first level of action we're going to talk about is inaction. Now, okay, you're probably like, well, wait a second, inaction is not action. Actually, I will disagree with you. Inaction is quite literally a form of action taking. It is the absence of action, and that in and of itself is an action, right? When you sit on the couch and you're like, oh, dude, this is terrible, today sucks, you're in inaction. But that's an action in and of itself, right? You are choosing not to do something else. That choice is an action. And inaction makes it literally impossible for you to make any progress, right? Because you were just sitting on the couch. Now, I don't know if you ever watched, there was a movie and it was a book and it was super popular and Oprah talked about it. And you get a car and you get a car, and it was called The Secret. Now, The Secret was the idea of the law of attraction, right? And so this whole book was designed around like people who've used the law of attraction and saying that it's the secret to success. And I love the book, by the way. I think there's a lot of value in it. But what it kind of taught was inaction, right? It was like, if you just sit and like think about like the thing you want, like it'll come, you guys. Like it's totally on its way. If you could just like put enough energy behind it. Now, look, there is truth to the law of attraction, that you attract what you think about. Like thoughts are in fact things. However, what we saw is so many people trying so hard to think their way to wealth, to think their way to actual progress, yet they were unwilling to get their butts off the couch and do anything about it. And that is why inaction is dangerous, because you literally are making a choice to do nothing. And that choice, and even just the choice of being like, thinking about the action that you're going to take, right, is a choice to not take action. And it means you can never create results. Now, I'm going to use a gym analogy. And I know you're thinking, of course you're going to use a gym analogy because like you're so ripped, right? Which way is the gym? Is it so okay, cool. But I know you're like, yeah, like you go to the gym. Look, I went yesterday and I'm sore. Sure, that was the first time in like 5 years, but I could still use the analogy, okay? So the gym analogy for inaction would be this: thinking about going to the gym and hoping that you're gonna get ripped. That's what I've tried. It doesn't work. You actually have to go. That's inaction when it comes to the gym. But here's the crazy thing. Inaction is not the most destructive form of action. The most destructive form of action is the second level of action. And that level of action is known as active action. Now, what's active action? Let me go back to the gym analogy. Active action is this. New Year's rolls around and you're like, okay, it's go time, baby. I'm gonna get in shape. Yeah? And so here's what you do. You get on your app, or you get online and you buy your membership and you're like, it's go time, I'm going to the gym. And then soon as January 1st rolls around, that alarm goes off at 5 in the morning and you're like, let's go, I'm going to the gym. You do, you get up, you put on your gym clothes, you get your bottle of water, you go to the gym, and then you walk in the gym and you're like, what's up everybody? You ready to do this? And you go to the treadmill and you put it on 1.0 and then you walk just like this, because this is how you walk on a treadmill. You walk on that treadmill for 1 minute and you get off. You're like, cool, putting the cardio in, bro. Then you go over to the dumbbells, you go to hand weights, and you go, let me see, give me that 1 pounder right there. I don't know if they have those at the gym, but we have 1 pounders at my home. I force my children to work out with them. Give me that 1 pounder and you pick it up and you do like 2 bicep curls with the 1 pound weight, put it down, do 2 bicep curls, the other side with the 1 pound weight, put it down, and then you look at your watch and you go, yep, got my workout in, I'm out, and you leave. Now, think about this. If you did that precise process every day for 365 days during the year that you're trying to get into shape, and you change nothing else about your life, are you gonna have any results? If all you do is walk for 1 minute at 1.0 on a treadmill, and all you do is a total combined 4 reps of a 1 pound weight bicep curl, you're not gonna see any results. But you know what you can tell yourself? This is why active action is really dangerous. You could tell yourself this: well, I set a goal to go to the gym every day for a year, and I totally did. I did the treadmill and I lifted weights every day for a year, and I didn't even see any results. Now, if you were to tell yourself that, what would happen? Well, you'd immediately go, going to the gym doesn't work. See, this is why active action is really, really dangerous. When it comes to real estate, here's how active action works. We buy the education course. We go to the mastermind, right? We go to the Real Estate Investors Association meeting, and we look around and we're like, yeah, I'm a real estate investor because I got this book and I read this book and I got this course and I went to that meeting, but we never go look at a deal. We never take action. We never take $1 out of our pocket beyond what we pay for education. And then we sit back and we expect a deal to fall in our laps. And then when it doesn't, we go, real estate investing doesn't even work. I tried it. That is dangerous. It is active action, because what you teach yourself is that by doing things, you don't create results. The reality is you're doing the bare minimum. And then when you do the bare minimum and you don't get results, you slip back into inaction. So that is why active action is so dangerous, because it is doing the bare minimum and expecting a result, only to find that you don't get the result, and therefore telling yourself a story that it doesn't work when you try. And that is why people have been stuck in this pattern of not doing real estate for a really long time, because they think they've tried. They went and looked at a home or two and it didn't work, right? Maybe they even invested in coaching, but they didn't magically become a millionaire, so they assume that real estate's not gonna work for them. Active action is the most destructive form of action taking, because it teaches you that trying doesn't work. Now, before I tell you the third level of action, which is the most important level of action, which is the one that hopefully you will come hang out and be at the conclusion of this video. But before we get back to that, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. Now, I don't want you to sit in active action here, okay? I want you to watch this video and take action on it. I don't want you to just watch all these videos and then just go, yeah, maybe one day real estate will work out for me. Because here's the reality. This channel, it's about showing you the tips and the tricks for getting started in real estate investing, but knowledge that's not applied is nothing more than information. Information applied becomes actual knowledge that works and creates results for you. So what we do here is we share all kinds of videos, right? We share ideas on how to replace your income, how you can retire early, how you can create generational wealth. We want you to find good deals, and we want you to know where to invest, and we want you to know the ins and the outs and the tips and the tricks and the markets and everything in between that you need in order to create success in real estate. So if you are wanting to create success in real estate, this channel is for you. So make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you share this channel with family and friends, and make sure you come back and watch videos on a regular regular basis so we can deliver content for you that hopefully will be beneficial. And if there's something you want us to cover, drop down in the comments and tell us so that we can share it with you, okay? Now let's get back to the video. So we've gone through 2 levels of action taking. We've gone through inaction and active action. Active action being the most destructive and leading you back to inaction. The 3rd level of action is the most important one, and it's called productive action. Now, let me tell you what productive action looks like, okay? Productive action looks like Jerry Rice. Do you know who Jerry Rice is? Jerry Rice is, in my opinion, and I think the NFL Network called him the greatest player of all time. Maybe now it's Tom Brady, I don't know. But he was a wide receiver for the San Francisco 49ers, my personal hometown team, go Niners. And Jerry Rice is the most productive wide receiver in history. Now, Jerry Rice does something extraordinary. See, Jerry Rice would be the first one at practice and the last one to leave. He'd show up and work out with special teams, and he'd stay late and do a workout on his own. He was committed not just to results, but to the kind of results that nobody else was committed to. Productive action. Every single day for his entire career, he ran up this hill. It was like, I don't know what it was, like 1.5 miles or 3 miles or something. This steep hill. He wasn't required to do that. It was separate than practice, but he would do it because he wanted to teach his brain and teach himself that when he feels like he has nothing left, there's more that he can push through. And as a result, he's the most productive wide receiver and offensive player maybe in all of NFL history. That's what productive action looks like. Another example of productive action, another sports example, is Steph Curry. You know who Steph Curry is? He's a guard for the Golden State Warriors, my other favorite team, right? Now, what Steph Curry does is incredible. Go to a Warriors game and show up early and watch Steph Curry's pregame routine. He is not showing up and phoning it in. He is not just doing layups. He is not just throwing up shots. He does some of the most intense workouts because he's not just committed to success, he's committed to being the greatest. When it comes to real estate, here's what productive action looks like. It's not just learning a video and it's not just reading a book. It's watching a video, learning something from a video, and then applying it instantly, right? It's doing something. It's going out and seeing a deal every single day. It's taking some form of action so that you're doing more than sitting on the sideline and simply hoping and coming up with an excuse that you're trying but you're not succeeding. So what if you are ready to get into real estate, but the thought of having to be a landlord is horrible to bear? You don't want to do it, right? That could put you into active action. See, investing in single-family rentals, you and I know, is one of the most successful, profitable things you could be doing with your time. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to click the link in the description below, and I want you to sign up for something. This is what I'm going to have you do, okay? This is your call to action. This is how you're going to take productive action today. You're going to sign up for something we call the Daily Fastball. Now, when you go and click the link below for the Daily Fastball, you're going to have a chance to sign up and get text messages on a daily basis. And in that text message, you're going to see a deal that's been vetted, a deal that we've gone through and said, this is a purchase-worthy property. And I want you to find the deal that's right for you, and I want you to call us. Even if you don't have the ability to do real estate yet, I want you to sign up for the Daily Fastball, get a text, and the first time you see a deal that you think you want, I want you to call us. Now, here's the reason why. Now that you've got something in your mind of what you want to do, you take the productive action of picking up the phone. We will talk, we will craft a plan, and then you will take more productive action. And if you will stack win after win, even tiny, small micro wins, you will get to that first property. That first property will buy your second and third property. Those will buy your fourth, fifth, and sixth properties, on and on to 10 properties, so you can declare personal economic independence. So go click the link in the description below, sign up for the Daily Fastball, and take productive action so you can start living the life of your dreams today.